What's going on, everyone? My name is Andrew with ElevatedWebMarketing.com, and today I'm going to show you how to run Facebook ads. Even if you are a complete beginner, don't use Facebook, don't have a Facebook account, never heard of Facebook, never heard of the internet before, um, I'm going to teach you how to use Facebook ads from the start to the finish, right here, right now, so that you business owners out there can start connecting with your audience and start growing your social presence and reaching out to more and more customers in your area. Or maybe you're an online business and you need to reach more people across the entire United States or the entire world, whatever it may be. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right here in this training. You will know by the end of this video exactly how to set everything up and be well on your way to growing your Facebook page, increasing your customers, and increasing your leads, your revenue, the whole shebang. So let's get into it. Before I jump into the details of how exactly to use Facebook ads and exactly what you should be doing in that regard, why do you need to be on Facebook in the first place? So there's a very good reason why 68% of adult Americans are on Facebook and 76% of Facebook users are active daily. And these are actually stats from last November of 2016, so these numbers have grown even more since then. If you do the math out, it equates to about 51%, just over 51% of the American adult population that's on Facebook every single day. Now, I don't care what business you're in. If you're a chiropractor, restaurant, you have a kids party place, you have a horse training, underwater tennis business, whatever it may be, your customers are on Facebook. It just is such a dominant platform in terms of the entire demographic. Everyone's on Facebook now, from your grandma to your mom to your daughter or cat and whatever, everyone's on Facebook. So if you want to market effectively, basically, you need to be on Facebook because that's where your customers are. Like I said, no matter what business you're in, your customers are on Facebook. So if you aren't using Facebook, you're essentially missing out on customers and losing them to your competition. You are literally just watching money flow on by you every single day because you're not using Facebook. Say you're like I said, a chiropractor. If you're a chiropractor local to your community and you aren't on Facebook reaching out to people that are interested in pain relief and back pain and things like that, then there's a chiropractor down the road from you that could be doing this and getting those customers that you're passing up on pretty much. So if you want to market effectively, you have to be on Facebook or else you are throwing money out the window. So now that we've talked about Facebook and why it's important to be on there as a business in the first place, we're going to go ahead and start creating an ad. So if you've never done this before, go ahead and go to Google and type in Facebook Ads Manager. And you'll be brought to something like this. Go ahead and click this link right here. And you get this page. Now, so your Facebook ads account is actually different than your actual Facebook account. It's separate. So if you don't have an ads account yet, it's going to prompt you to make one right here. I already have one, so it's not showing me that. But basically, you just click that, follow a couple prompts, enter a little bit of info, and it literally takes like 2 minutes. So once you do that, just come back in here and click create an ad. And after you click create an ad, you'll be taken to a page that looks something like this. This will load up for you. And you have this. So here's where you need to decide what you want to do with this ad campaign, what your objective is. So if you want to drive people to your website, you can pick traffic. If you want to get people to install your app, you can click app installs, video views, lead generation, sales and conversions. You can do a bunch of different stuff here. We're going to stick with engagement for now. And then even underneath some of these, there'll be a couple other minor options like event responses, page likes, post engagement. Depending on what you want to optimize for, you have some options. So we are going to pretend we are a burger joint in Atlanta promoting a buy one, get one burger deal. So we're just going to leave it at post engagement down here instead of page likes or event responses. And we're just going to type in BOGO burger deal. So that'll be your campaign name. And then after you click continue, you'll go to the ad set section. And this is where you can adjust your audience and the targeting for your ads. You can adjust the placement where it shows up on Facebook or Instagram and that kind of thing, or your budget and schedule. So let's start with the audience, and you can change the name of that audience too right at the top here. And you also have some options to use a saved audience or create a custom audience. These are kind of advanced features, so I'll go over them in a different video. For right now, I'm just going to keep it nice and plain and simple here. So first off, we want to choose our location. So we are a burger joint in Atlanta. So let's just type in Atlanta here. Atlanta, Georgia. And you get this little bubble here. You can make it bigger, smaller, depending on how far you want to reach out with this ad. Let's shrink it down to 15 miles. So now we have a 15-mile radius from Atlanta. Because people they might not travel 25 miles for a buy one get one burger deal. They might, but they might not. So you can kind of adjust things like that depending on what your offer is and what you're trying to do. You can also adjust the age range right here. There's gender options and language as well, but where it really gets interesting is the detailed targeting. So here you can target people based on interests, demographics, behavior, job titles, different things like that. So let's say you're a jeweler and you want to sell jewelry. You could type in jewelry. So you could target people, if you click this, people who are only interested in jewelry are going to see your ad, which is pretty powerful. You can also target, if you type in jewelry again, you can target people who behavior. So they are people who have bought jewelry in the past. So you know these people might buy your jewelry if you show them your jewelry. There's just different things you can do here. Again, if maybe you sell dog products or dog food or something, you can type in dog owners, and you get behavior right here, people whose interests include owning dogs. So that would be your demographic. Those are people you want to target, and that's why Facebook ads are so powerful. It's not like when you have a billboard on the side of the highway and everyone has to see the same message. You can tailor your message specifically to people who you want to see it, specifically to your target audience. So if we're just doing burger joint, everyone likes burgers, so, well, we can actually type in burgers here, why not? People that are interested in cheeseburgers. You know, we're just going to leave it blank for now, because who doesn't like burgers, right? So, there's also, there's a bunch of different more options in here. I don't want to go into it too much, but you can even go in here in demographics and click life events, people who have an anniversary in 30 days, in less than 30 days, and maybe you could do a burger deal for people who are about to have an anniversary. Like, hey, are you about to have an anniversary? Like, come in and get a burger from us. So when you target audiences that are that specific, you'll get a much better engagement, and it'll kind of get people to see your ad more specifically than just some huge message that's just goes out to the masses. It's specific to them, and that makes it really powerful. So feel free to play around with that. There's, like I said, a lot you can do there. And once you, actually, let me do this just to show you. So if you do people who like cheeseburgers, you can also go in here and now exclude people or narrow your audience further. So let's say we want to narrow your audience further. You could go in here and people who like cheeseburgers and they like the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, spelled Atlanta wrong. That's why. Atlanta Falcons. Alright, so people who like Atlanta Falcons. Now maybe you want to run that burger deal to people who, or you could create your ad to like appeal to people who like Falcons. So maybe your ad would be, hey, you want to buy one get one burger deal? Come in with an Atlanta Falcons jersey on and you'll get a free burger with the purchase of one burger, or something like that. So you can make it really targeted and specific, which is cool. So play around with that. But right now, for the sake of this, we're just going to leave it empty. Now, once you make the audience, you can save it and use it for later so you don't have to keep recreating it. But right now we're just going to leave that. And you can also do some different things here, but I'm not going to get into that with the connections. So placements, they always recommend automatic placements, but if you want, you can edit them. So let's say you don't want to have your ads shown on desktop and you want people to see your ad on mobile only. You can do that. And if you don't want people to see your Instagram, or you don't want to show up on Instagram, you can stick to just Facebook. And there's even specific options within here that you can play with if you want. And audience network, so this is like different websites and stuff. So you can change that as well if you don't want to include that. I usually remove it. There's a bunch of different options here and some other stuff here. I'm not going to get into it. Honestly, there's a lot here, but we're just going to simplify it. So we'll just keep it to Facebook and mobile only. So you can also go in and adjust your budget. So right now it says $11 a day. Let's go to 5. So you'll see this updates here after you put in 5. So your potential reach for the demographic you have now, which is just people 18 to 65, 18 and older, within 15 miles of Atlanta, you have a potential reach of 2.6 thousand people. And based on your budget of $5, you're going to reach between 720 and 3.3 thousand people every day. So it's really a good way to get in front of people, get in front of the right people, and for pretty cheap. Because for $5 to be able to reach potentially 3.3 thousand people is a pretty good deal, I would say. You can also schedule a start and end date for your post if you want, or you can leave it ongoing. As far as optimization for delivery, you can optimize for post engagement, which is the default, or you can optimize for daily unique reach, impressions. There's some options here. If you want people to see your ads as many times as possible, you can click this one. We're just going to leave it for post engagement. And you can also change your bid. So this is the amount you pay for an engagement with your post. So if somebody likes your post or comments, it's how much you pay for that. So you can go in here and manually put in whatever you want. It recommends 220. I usually just leave it as automatic because Facebook will kind of take the data and optimize for you. They don't want to screw you. They want you to keep spending money with them, so they optimize these things for you. So I would leave that alone. There's also some options here when you get charged per impression or per post engagement. So per impression, like, you get charged when people see your ad. For post engagement, you get charged when people engage with your post. So we're going to leave it as, we're going to leave it as impression. And then after you do that, there's a couple other options here, but again, we're going to keep it simple. Go and continue on here. And now you actually create your ad. So let's go in here and do Elevated Web Marketing is our page. And you can use an existing post. You have an option here, so all your posts will be listed out here. Or what we're going to do is create a new ad. So once you do that, change our page again. Once you do that, you'll have a couple options here. You can have a looping video ad with up to 10 images, which is called a slideshow. You can use a single image, or you can use a video. Right now we're just going to use a single image. And once you go down here, there's also a canvas option, but we're not going to go over that right now. Again, I want to keep this simple for you guys so you guys know what you're doing here. Now you can go in here to upload images, and I actually have an image ready right here. BOGO. Get rid of that. So now you have an image of your ad right here. So this is what it's going to look like. And there's also some text you can put in, a call to action button, and different things. So let's adjust our text. So we are optimized for engagement. So let's say in order for people to claim this buy one get one offer, they need to like the post and share it. So let's go here. Let's type in BOGO burgers to, alright, let's just say like this post and share it to claim the offer. You know what, let's not even do that. Let's do share this page and show your waiter this post to claim the if only I could type, to claim this offer. Add some emojis in here if you wanted, put a smiley face. We're going to leave it as no button for now, but if you wanted people to send you a message or give them different prompts, you can adjust this. There's also what's called a Facebook Pixel, which can track people's actions on your website, or if they reached a thank you page, which would show that they made a purchase. We're not going to get into that right now, but we're just going to leave it as do not track conversions. So, and actually it's that simple. That's everything here. So you would just click place order, and that would be that. Alright guys, there you have it. Those are all the basic skills and things you need to get started running some Facebook ads for your business to drive some sales and leads and referrals and all that good stuff. Obviously we didn't go over optimizing the offer or split testing or using those custom audiences that I talked about or anything like that. I'm going to go over those in a later video, and if you would like information on that, which I'm sure you would if you stayed this long, then you should go on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're watching this and like our page or subscribe or follow or whatever you gotta do to get all the content that we're going to be pumping out to really take your business to the next level and take advantage of some of these digital platforms that we have nowadays, so you can, like I said, take your business to the next level. So I will talk to you guys soon.